Jump. Come. Come. Sit. It's 6:45 on the 26th of February. It's a Monday, and 22 degrees. Hold on, bud. Sunrise was at 6:17. Sunset's at 5:14. We got a squirrel over here. Come on. Flynn. It was supposed to be snowing this morning. It said snow from 4 a.m. to 10 a.m., but it must be someplace else. Some sort of crow in that big tree. Come on, bud, let's go. Yesterday was Sunday, and we watched the NASCAR race in Atlanta on Fox, and good finish. 3 cars within, I think they said, 0.03 of a second. I had been rooting for the Jersey boy, Martin Truex Jr. He'd been running up in the front, but he got squeezed out in the land. Kyle Busch finished 3rd, and can't remember the Mexican guy's name. Suarez. He won. And I think Blaney came in 2nd, but I can't remember. A lot of crashes. They had a crash on the 2nd lap. Took out, well, it didn't take out. There were 16 cars involved. I think it ended up taking one person out of the race. But I'm not recognizing most of the names nowadays. Kevin Hart retired. Jimmy Johnson had retired but comes back occasionally. Oh, I can't remember the names anymore. Let's see which way the wind's blowing. Not much of a wind, but it looks like it's blowing from the northwest. Come, come, come. Come. Flynn, come on. Your aim is still way off, but come on. Hey. Probably end up going to town today. Oh, one good thing I did yesterday was cleaned out the upstairs freezer. We had a lot too much stuff in the freezer. So I brought up a cooler from downstairs, emptied everything out, everything. And put back in the upstairs freezer only what we use all the time, and took the rest of the stuff and put it down in the big freezer. So now when you go in the upstairs freezer, you can easily see what's there and get what you need rather than having things falling out. We have a god-awful whirlpool side by side, and where it's located, the door opens, I guess, 100 degrees, and trying to squeeze in between the door to get inside the freezer is tough. And if the refrigerated freezer was located in a place where the door would open 120 or 180 degrees, it'd be different. But it blocks you. Come on, let's go. So when I win the lottery, that's one of the first things they'll do is get rid of that refrigerated freezer. I won't get rid of it, I'll put it downstairs. Well, I'll be able to open the door without it getting restricted to 100 degrees. You can still hear them harvesting down there. Yep. turns out they're harvesting much further south on North Road. When you turn off of Route 6, there's a small patch of wooded area, then there's a field, and then a couple hundred feet, several hundred feet of wooded area, and they're harvesting that whole wooded area that's, I guess, a football field off of Route 6. Let's go. Come on, come on. So today's the 26th. That means we've got 3 days more after today at February because it's a leap year. And then we're into March. I don't know what it is with his paw, his right paw, right front paw. Come on, let's go. Flynn. Every time he's small on the ground like that, he's got to be moving the paw. Flynn, let's go. Come on. So the real estate agent that found our property here for us and for Brother Tom and Brother Bill, and he was looking for a lakefront for Brother Ed, but the price on lakefront has gotten too high. But anyway, he contacted me yesterday. He bought a drone 5 years ago, DJI Phantom 3, and I had offered to show him how to fly it. He's actually a Vietnam War helicopter pilot, and he still flies, still has his pilot license, and he's able to get his FAA Part 107 license to fly a drone. This is in real estate. He wanted to use a drone to take videos of his properties that he's trying to sell. So I had invited him up, and he never had time. He was too busy with real estate. And then one day, Rita and I were away, maybe in Bangor, I don't know where we were, but he came up to the house unannounced with a drone wanting to have his training. Unfortunately, we weren't there, so I invited him back, and he said he was too busy again. But now his real estate has slowed down to the point where he wants to learn how to fly a drone. So I told him that if it warms up in the later in the week as it's supposed to, we'll plan on doing it then. But in the meantime, I told him to pull out his drone batteries and controller, make sure that they can be charged, because if he hasn't charged them in 5 years, there's a good chance the batteries will be on, coming back to life. Flynn's taking care of business. I'll head back to the house. Maybe we'll have some spam and eggs. Come on, bud, let's go. I noticed that several cigarette butts there on the ground. Had a weird night dream. Actually, I was trying to get back to sleep, and my brain was going back to 50 years ago, working in JP Morgan in the custody department. I was trying to name all the people I worked with. I couldn't think of some of the names, and then this morning, after I brushed my teeth, I'm standing there brushing my hair, and one of the names came back to me. It's weird, 50 years later I can remember, a bunch of them. And why in the middle of the night I start thinking about the names of people I worked with 50 years ago. I have no idea. I'm Facebook friends with one of the guys I work with. He used to live in Brooklyn, but he moved out of Brooklyn over to Greenwood Lake, New York. And he commented recently that moving out of Brooklyn was the best thing he ever did. I mean, it's old school Italian. But getting out of Brooklyn was good for him. And he didn't stay in touch with any of the people we used to work with, which was unusual because I thought he had a real good rapport with several of the guys. Come on, let's go. I occasionally search Facebook for names, and one of the guys that, actually two of the guys that I worked with, I found on Facebook and sent them messages. Got a reply from both of them. I didn't send them friend requests. I just want to say hello. Don't need any more Facebook friends. I think I've got 200 plus, which is too many. I know one girl who's got over 4,000. Come on, bud. Let's go. I mean, if 10% of the people that are friends with you on Facebook are sending messages regularly every day, that's 40 interactions. And I have trouble with 4, so not that I have trouble, but it's too much invested in exchanging messages and keeping just enough information so you're not TMI. Let's go, bud. TMI is too much information. Plus Zuckerberg's sucking in every message you send, watching every phrase, looking for any opportunity to pass that along to advertisers. Christ, you talk about something, and 10 minutes later you've got an advertisement in Facebook. There's a rock down here I want to kick away from. Here, 2 of them actually. They're gonna end up in my grass anyway. Yep. Yep, can't get that one. When they can plow that further up the road instead of on my lawn. Let's see. 3 more days in February. 31 in March. 30 in April. So 61, 64. So 65 days I have to bust out the zero-turn mowers. Check the fluids and make sure everything's okay. Maybe you have to get the battery for the Cub Cadet. Cub Cadet's probably 8 years old. At least 7. Probably 8 years old. Like, come on. That's already had a new set of blades put on it. Come on. But it's got the original battery. Like, come on, stop eating the snow. Get out of there. Come on. Come on. What are you doing? Don't eat the yellow snow. Come on. Come on. I walked in just before the race yesterday and went up to town line. We're coming back by Jenny's driveway. He wanted to hold the handle of the leash in his mouth. And he walked from Jenny's all the way to the front door with the leash in his mouth. And without me saying anything, he dropped it at the front door. Yep, they lost the high res. Had a good fire going in the wood stove yesterday evening. I started just before the race. I put some more wood in just as I was going to bed. And it was 70 degrees downstairs. Before I started the fire, it was 64. Flynn, come on, let's go. No, no. 64 downstairs. I mentioned earlier that I moved a bunch of stuff out of the freezer down to the big freezer. I've got the Macrio temperature sensors, and I had the door of the freezer open downstairs and the alarm never went off. I guess because it was cool enough that the freezer didn't warm up fast. I'll have to check to make sure the sensors, well actually, if the sensors are offline I get a notice anyway, so they're online. But that's going to wrap it up for today. If you have I've said it before, if you have a freezer and a lot of food in it, look into Macrio, M-O-C-R-E-O temperature sensors. It'll give you an alert if you have a problem with your freezer, so you don't lose all your food. Alright, thanks for watching.